This is going to be an ancestor collective message. I'm ascending right now, so I can't put out single readings for each sign. But we'll put I'll do one for each element. So it's something about authenticity, which I talk about, and wearing a mask. So they're false people. We're going through the process, a weeding out process. As we merge into one consciousness, we're going through a weeding out process of anybody that didn't do their shadow work, or that's not in the process of their shadow work. Because a lot of people are waking up and they just started it. Trickster energy, especially when it comes to sexual relationships and DNA manipulation. Let's see. Okay, we got messages coming through. It says birds and freedom. There's messages, but I have to get into that. It's hard to be able to decode because these messages are coming from a higher source. Like I get in my different readings, I see hawks and cardinals and blue jays. So here lately, as far as the birds, blue jays, a woodpecker. These are the significant birds. Blue jays, um, woodpeckers, especially cardinals, but more importantly, vultures. I have been seeing vultures. You get an occasional hawk. So I don't know what that means to anybody, but I'll just take those messages. Okay. Okay. This is a dream catcher. It says medicine shield, but what I'm getting off of it is the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel has 4 directions. Y'all gotta give me a chance to get into this. Everybody have to research that. The medicine wheel is just talking about kind of like the order of things, the order of elements. So this is telling me that things are coming back into alignment. Everything is being earth, air, fire, and water is being recalibrated. Because this is telling me about the cardinal directions. If you go look at a medicine wheel, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So right now, of course, we have to become aligned. So I'm going to go, as y'all know, I kind of warm up to the reading because I'm getting so much information. So fire and air are dominant because they're being recalibrated from the old paradigm. Water and earth are being initiated into the new world order. So those are the water and earth is what you need to look to as far as balance. And it depends whether you are deficient or overly, what do you call it? If you're overusing your water and your fire element, which you would see inside your chart, of course. Those are the places where you want to work on, the earth and the water, which mostly has to do with service. So it's going to be talking about your service to others. That's where we are now. Get one here. So your information is going to come through your dreams. I did say, of course, we know it's the dream catcher, but there's going to be information that comes through your dreams. There's going to be a lot of, what do you call it? You're going to get how to heal yourself through your dreams. And this is good because they're not allowing people to access. You still want to be quiet about the things that the downloads that you're getting, especially through the dream state. A lot of people are being healed in their dream state. It depends on who you are and what your life purpose is, but You're going to get what to drink, what to eat, what medicine to use, what herbs to use. It's going to come through your dream state. The information is personal to you. Remember, we saw authentication on the bottom. I don't know why I'm picking this up, but it's like, I know I said before that certain herbs and food wouldn't be, it won't help a person that's not genuine. It won't work for a person. I don't know why it's being done that way, but if they go and use a herb for you, it's almost like they'll have a allergic reaction to it because it's just for you. So you protect it. You're going to get everything specifically given to you. All right, now I'm going to start another one. That's going to be right here. I don't know what I'm seeing. I'm confused. So if I don't know what I'm seeing and I'm confused, this is talking about people trying to, what do you call it? This is somebody is using, I know it says divination. It's a lot of forms of divination, but you being tracked. That's basically what it's saying. That's why I don't know what I'm looking at, because whoever is using this, there's a certain word that I want to, they're forecasting. Okay, there you go. So you have forecasters trying to infiltrate you with divination, but they don't know what they're looking at. That's why this is confusing to me. This card doesn't make any sense. Okay, solitude, it says North Solitude, but as I said, they're using this for navigation. These people trying to infiltrate this are using this for navigation. As we know, the North Star guides you to a lot, but the North Star is kind of personal to each person. So you wouldn't have to forecast if you was going the way that you were supposed to instead of following somebody else. But see, it's a reason that people follow and track people. It's a reason why people are hunted. So all you need to do is make sure you are going where you're supposed to go. You don't need to worry about anybody that's behind you. The only reason they're giving you this information is to let you know that if you feel like you're being watched, if you feel like you're being gang stalked, if you feel like you're being tracked, yes, that's true. They're watching you, but this is where the reading gets, this is where I start to pick up, because this person is not normal. Why would they track you? We're not talking about the average human stuff like jealousy and envy. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about that. It will look like that in the 3D, but this is not a normal person. That's why I had to get out my other decks, because this is not a normal person. This is right here now is coming through where this bird and this freedom, they're saying they're sending in help. They're sending in help to you. It's coming down, but it's going to come in a form that is going to be newly learned by you, and it's going to be through trust. There is a trust card in this deck, but you are learning a new language that does not exist on earth. Nobody can help you with that. It's going to be based on your feedback that they give you through the dream state as far as navigation. Okay, we're in a different paradigm. We are ascending the 5 senses and normal human consciousness. Everything down here. So let me get this and this. Now I hate to get sidetracked on these readings, because this person, like I said, they're not normal. If they are trying to get home, I'm picking up something about they're not from this planet. Okay, it's a foreign species, it's an invasive species, it's an obsolete species, a species that doesn't have a soul, because if you have a soul, you would have a compass. This all of those species that are named, the top ones right now that's under review, that's supposed to be out of power, is reptilians, draconians, greys, Syrian A, Nephilim, yeah. Okay, a near-death experience. So I feel like whatever whatever you're being tracked by is about to become extinct. That's what it's saying. Extinction is what they're facing. That's why they're tracking you. Just in case you want to know. Thin places. So what this card just says to me is that the veil is thin and it's about to lift up. It's going to show you more. It's going to show you. It's going to give you evidence of this. Which means they could give you evidence. I know for me personally, it'll give you evidence of a person in the flesh. But they have flesh on their bones. They look like a normal human. But it's not. They're telling you. That's why this person keeps showing up for you. That's why you keep thinking of them. You get this. It's going to be revealed to you. So we got angry ghosts. Yeah, it's something about somebody hiding, but whatever this navigation that they're doing, they're not working. I told you they're confused and they don't know where to go. So this person might reveal themselves to you kind of out in the open. Okay, now I don't want to get too far into this deck, but that means that a person can become more nosy or more agitated, especially if you put some distance between different people. You'll see that they oh, I don't know what's wrong. I know my throat chakra is getting fixed. That's part of the thing, being prepared. But it worked for them before, but they're getting agitated because they don't know where to go. Their livelihood is at stake. It's a life and death situation for them. So you might start to get people becoming more and more aggressive. But I don't want y'all to focus on that. You focus on this right here. You're already going the right way. Because what you ultimately leading them to is to arrest. You are spiritual bait for this group to be caught. Anybody in this group, you spiritual bait for them to be caught. They've been trying to get them for a long time. It's telling me about messages again. Also, it's telling me about evacuation messages. I don't know how to really put that. Evacuation messages, like, let's call it relocation messages for right now. So I'll make it too complicated. But you're going to get more information as far as where you are to report, relocate, to kind of clear up your channel and heal your body at a rapid rate. Because a lot of people are displaced because this manipulation that's been going on for a while. So we got the Anunnaki, controlling drama, conflict of interest. We got two different groups. We got the sun and the moon. It's almost like we got the aliens and we got the earth beings. So this is just telling me a war of power. Fighting for control. There is not supposed to be any control, okay? So there's not supposed to be any control. We are supposed to be coexisting, as all the species are supposed to be coexisting. There's not supposed to be anybody in power or in control, because they're overseers, the Galactic Federation of Light. Okay, that's a no-no. So, okay. One card for this, and then we're going to go back to the message, the regularly scheduled program. This polar bear is really giving me something. It's saying something to me. I'm going to have to study the polar bear. I know they have to eat a certain amount of fat or they can't survive. And shoot, they might be becoming extinct too. they're used to feeding. So that's kind of what it's saying. It's like they're used to feeding. Resources are running out. That's basically what it's saying. A sneak peek of this card, because it popped back in the deck. I'm not taking it. It says water element, reflection, kindness, and compassion. It flipped back into the deck because this card just tells me that you got away from something. You got away from some triangular. Okay, now I'm getting Doppler. Something about Doppler. Anyway, you got away from a triangulation. That could mean third party. You being a host for two people of the same species, being in a false marriage, being in a family that is all enemies, a group of friends that's all enemies. That's what that means. Okay, so you narrowly escaped. I mean, it was meant for you to escape, though. I don't want to say narrowly, because I realize now at the ascension level that I am, it was meant to be this way. You had to be in a you can't break a contract until Source God tells you to get out of it. Because you were sent here to bait these people, you just don't realize it yet that you are doing a lot for ancestors, spirit guides. You are redeeming lifetimes. That's what I'm trying to say. So it says pentagram, harmony, protection, and idealism. What you can't see, mystery, reading between the lines, and intuition. It's something about being protected. There's something about children. So you could be the child that's protected because you could be a hybrid. So it's like talking about either you being a child or you having children that are protected. Something to do with the blood and the species. Yeah, this card right here also, it talks about protection, okay? So it's basically telling me your children are meant to study. You were protected. You were sent here to study. As you can see, this bubble around this Arcturian, and they're studying. They supposed to be sent here to study humans. But then on this card, you have the third eye, visions, manifesting, and meditation. This card represents to me that somebody is pulling from your consciousness, and they at a breaking point. This is stealing. Okay, so they at a breaking point. They at a breaking point because the mission is over. So all right, now let's go back to what we were saying. Just as long as y'all know that they ain't human. Oh, boy, yeah, I feel like if anything, they are humans. Okay, this particular person. Let me restate that. They are human. I just got that. They are human, but they're working for a species that's not human. They can't do their job anymore. So that's somebody that has spiritual gifts. Okay. Okay. One more card. Who are they working for? Somebody is trapped. I do understand that. Shadow, self, denial, projecting, and shame. Who are they working for? But you can't see. Movement, long distance travel, and excitement. The Merkaba is how you travel energetically. That's how you, like I said in the beginning, evacuation, moving location on the 3D so you can access the 5D beyond that. So you can access all dimensions. Whoever they're working for has something to do with positioning of planets, space and time, because it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead without, because this reading is gonna go on forever. The Earth has moved from a position that kept everybody's intuition locked. Okay, it was in a place where it was almost hidden or cloaked. okay, where it looked like it was relaying the message to God that we were down here doing the work, when in reality we have been trapped and enslaved. So it's moved to another position. So these people are, they control every type of movement out in the galaxy, but down here on the 3D they make these rules that make you slaves and limit your movement and your freedom and your liberation. I'm getting all types of taps on my legs, so it's spot on. Okay. Blue avians and golden ratio. Blue avians, it says philosophy, releasing karma, and mysticism. So people trying to dump their karma on other species. I can't. I'm gonna go into this forever. And they've been doing it through emotion. They've been projecting on other people the things that they didn't do or resolve. Draconians is definitely there. But like I said, it's multiple species. Because I saw Syrian A as well. Whew, Lord. Okay. Alright, shall I get one more card on this? We already know that this person is confused, but they're trying to delay the message. What? Vision quest. Seeking. It's talking about, let me see. It's the sun, something rising. There's some type of, we already did the solar eclipse. Now the lunar eclipse is coming. There's some type of dawning. The sun is going to change what it emits. That's why you can't see her face, because it's only shown to select people. These select people, they're going to bring in a new world order. So I'm going to put one card right here. Whatever's in the sun is talking about the new world order. It's people that's actually going to do their jobs. They're not looking to control. These people can be trusted with their missions. Okay. Earth and nature. Something about hibernation. So this is talking about, I guess, crystal children. That's what people will call them. I had to use these different the different terms that they give, but it's a realization that these people that have been trusted, they're part of the earth. They're the same thing. Not everybody is connected to the earth, but these particular ones are. Because it's time for her to ascend. And I say that in other readings. It's time for the earth to ascend. She is not going to wait for any of us. The earth is going to ascend with or without us. We are nothing. So she has to get paid back in a way. She is definitely waking up. And it's something about food. But who plants it? How do I explain this? Hold on. It's the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere. It's like certain places on the earth is going to have rich soil, but it's this is a navigation type thing. It's only certain places on earth that's going to benefit from it's like some places are going to be barren. That's all I can tell y'all. It's going to be some places, especially in the United States, that are barren. That's what it's saying to me. It's certain soil that's going to be protected and certain soil that's not. All right, let me go under this but not touch it right here. Expression. This is just telling me it's an awakening, but this awakening is it's a code. Hold on. But I already said that. It's some type of code. Whatever this card is, it says flute and expression, but there's a secret code to be able to wake up playing. It's like a person can move somewhere and take a barren land and make it fruitful. Like, it's so big. I wish I had more cards to kind of explain it to y'all. I mean, I do because I have a ton of cards, but it's like a snake charmer for food. But the foods they're grown. They come from the earth. What is this? Soul retrieval. And now I'm picking up that, like I said, these people are part of the earth. These people that's getting these new missions are part of the earth. It says soul retrieval and reclamation. Reclamation. It's like you getting back. It's like you get paid. You get paid on what you do on earth. So to a lesser extent with regular humans, you get paid for your services on earth, which we already said. You get paid for your services on earth. But there are specific people that are tied to the planet that have to heal her. Because the food source is not where it's supposed to be. It can cause all types of infection and sickness and all types of stuff. So it's got to be fixed by these people that's connected to the earth. And they're going to get new information from I don't want to say the radiation from the sun. It's just what the radiating, the light that's coming from the sun, the information that's coming from the sun. It's a lot that needs to be done in a short time. This dude is waking up somebody and pulling out something. Is he pulling out something? He's pulling out some poison. It's like some type of healing. Like, what in the world? Boy. Somebody is going to pull out some poison. So maybe, I feel like this might be another mission too. So you got somebody connected to the earth, and then you got somebody that can pull out poison from people. They can heal. Oh, wow. Okay. So somehow okay. I got this before. There are a lot of ancient diseases and stuff waking up. That's in the soil. You got to think about it. We bury people in the soil. It's a lot of toxins and chemicals in the soil. It starts to make people sick. There are people that here that can heal that. It's specific people. This is talking about missions. It's talking about getting the earth back restored. Everything that I said. But let's see what this soul retrieval is. He's pulling some type of poison. It's poison out of the earth is like infecting people. And that's why this North Node solitude, this polar bear is picking up a frequency from earth. And that's why they trying to find these specific places where they can get help because their resources is running out. At the bottom it says research. It says research, so that's talking about studying. Back. That's just saying somebody's trying to fix something and put something back in alignment. But it's heavily broken. This is talking about a band-aid patch. This is something that can't be fixed. Okay, so this lab test is telling me that I'm getting the word inconclusive. It's like something that can't be fixed or healed. Like, it's nothing that man. So whatever this card is saying, is nothing that man can do to fix it. These are specific people. These diseases cannot be healed by any hospital. There's nobody down here that can heal it. So prescriptions for the flu, they have the antidote. They're the only ones that can do it. These are non-traditional doctors, okay? All right. Let me see real quick about this infection. This food. I see volunteers. Something about looking for volunteers. something about volunteers. They need certain blood types, but it's not like this is not. We're not talking about Red Cross. Like I said, that's just telling me that they need crystal beings, people that specified for this mission. They have certain blood. I'm trying to tell you. That is a specific for a specific group. Because it's heavy work. So everybody's blood can't do that. It's very heavy work. The average body would not be able to handle being poisoned or taking this load energetically into their system and being able to transmute it, because that's what's happening. So these cards right here, exercise and support. It's just saying it's heavy, and the support that's needed is outside of the normal human species. It's not, they're not from here. Okay, we already said that though, because it's gonna keep sending me on a loop. So I just kind of want to show people, that way they know what they're looking for. All right, let's do one more, and then we're gonna close. Should we close? Is that it? No, I have more cards. Let me just keep going because I'm having fun. I need it for myself. So we have prayer and hope. Now, what this card says to me is there's another card here that looks like this. This is talking about a mass awakening. This is talking about everybody praying at one time, merging into one consciousness. Prayer doesn't have a specific... Okay, so this prayer, okay, because a lot of people pray to different things. This universal consciousness that's being led, they're going to be guided to a prayer that keeps them alive, grateful, a source that is regenerative. So let's say that you pray to a sock, right? You pray to the sock, but you realize the sock is not doing anything. So then you switch to a TV. You realize the TV is not doing, it's a merge in consciousness. A lot of people pray to money. A lot of people pray to deities. A lot of people pray to Satan. A lot of people pray. But if it's not regenerative and it's not helpful, there are a lot of people that still can transition. They're going through the dark night of the soul. They're picking a side. So this is talking about universal consciousness being led to that. Okay, immersion in sea creatures. This card means something to me, but I completely forgot. Oh, okay. So I remember the card. This card is saying being accepted. So it's self-forgiveness. It's a lot of people are afraid to forgive themselves. They're afraid to be wrong, be known wrong. They're afraid to be seen. So they basing a lot of their things on the past, and that's why a person can't step over. But this is talking about being an individual. This is talking about coexisting. It's talking about uniqueness. It's definitely talking heavy about honoring your emotions. Your emotions is what guides you through this whole process. When you feel like going out, if you don't feel like going out, if you feel like doing this or you feel like doing that, you have to go with those emotions. You have to understand, let's say people think that that's lazy to not want to do something or be active. If your body is trying to recuperate and it's trying to guide you to rest, or it's going to be agitated. It's a lot of emotions that you have to go through. The agitation, the restlessness, the loneliness, the isolation, all of that stuff before you get to peace, because you're going to find yourself. You have to unlearn everything down here that was taught to you by your parents, teachers, friends, family, because that's where you learn yourself through other people. They raise you and you learn. Now there's a lot of discrepancies as far as how you feel and how you want to approach things. You are relearning yourself, and you have to respect that. It's a lot of people that's going to come for you, and you're going to feel overwhelmed because it's like, I don't feel the same way I felt before, so please give me time and space. They're going to harass you until you set your boundaries and say, enough is enough. It's only overwhelming when you are coming into my space and I have to process my new reality versus my old reality. So I'm going to have to relocate. I'm going to have to change my phone number, cut my hair, do whatever it is, change my job to get away from people that haven't reached this transformation. It doesn't, everybody's hopeful that they will merge into consciousness, but you're not there to problem solve. You're there for yourself. Okay, so it's every man for himself type of thing. It's a personal journey. We all know that. So let me do these chakra cards, and I'm trying to figure out, is there anything that I in particular. So at the bottom already is release, but I'm gonna shuffle these. So we got guilt. It says release guilt. Those are projections, okay? We're down here to learn. Okay, let me explain how you release guilt. It's a process, okay? Learning is not going to feel good. It's going to hurt, okay? You learn, you do things, and you get that disappointment, and you wish you didn't go that way. You wish you didn't do that thing. It's done. Can't redo it. All you can do is ruminate on it, and it'll depress you because you'll stay stuck and you'll stay on it. So you have to release the fact that when you learn something, it's because you don't know it. And when you don't know it, you are prone to making mistakes because you don't know what you're doing. I don't care what it is. I don't care how bad it is. When you learn something, it means you don't know it. You don't know it. Okay, so you are prone to mistakes. It's called learning and living. Okay, it says that's starting to dissipate. That's starting to dissipate. A lot of this sacral energy is starting to be it's starting to clear out, and we making wiser choices, investing in ourselves. This is really good. Grief is going to start to dissipate. I know it's been really, it's a really heavy transition, this merging consciousness, because we separating from a lot of things. We thought that there would be forever, and it's such a process, but it's like you're going to choose your peace because you really don't have a choice, because it's physically and mentally and emotionally hurting you so severely that you're going to release it by choice, and you're not going to feel bad about it. But people will try to make you feel bad about choosing. I ain't going to say choosing yourself. They're going to try to make you feel bad because they're not doing well. If they do the work, then you'll have a hand to hold. And y'all can pull each other up when one person is a tandem type of thing. When work together. You down, I'm down. But then you got some people that just want to constantly pull you down. There's nothing, always something negative. Not looking at the bright side. There's nothing going on. You got to leave them where they at until they get whatever specific message is going to wake them up. And hopefully they make it. But you have to go about your mission. Because you're getting fed information, and it may be higher, from a higher level, because you did more work. And you need to stay focused and trust yourself and fix your diet. It's things and stuff people have to, time sensitive, a lot of work, okay? So we got miracle on the bottom. Let me get one for this North Solitude weird vibe. Creation. And she has this same symbol on her ear. It's some type of manipulation there. And patience. Yeah, I was just curious. So this is saying that these people that's doing this, they're trying to force something. You don't rule anything. So I'm gonna leave that there. You don't rule anything. So they need to leave that alone, because then patience gonna get them caught up. They're restless, but it's a desperate situation. They have a quota to meet, but they're not meeting it. What else do we want to get? Let's get this Earth card. Isolation. Isolation is regrouping. That's getting yourself together, ordering your diet, things like that. It's also something about leaving society and having trust with that. It's talking about you shifting to an old paradigm. Acceptance. So isolation and acceptance. That's what we just said. I'm not going to clarify cards too much. We moving into a patient time. Let's go to soul retrieval. Renewal. Let's talking about healing yourself, aligning your chakras. A passion for service. Once again, I'm getting into alignment. Flute is growth. He has that secret code to heal. This is talking about, what did we say? A non-traditional doctor. We already said that. Okay, dream weaver. There's specific things are coming into your conscious through your dream state, and you're being protected. They're giving you medicines and locations, all different types of things of what you're supposed to use. So, instinct, okay? You're going to have to trust. That trusting process is real different. Let me tell y'all. Fear is what messes with the trust process, just in case you don't know. So it's like, I should just move, but I don't have the location. I should just quit this job, but I don't know where I'm going to go next. It's very, very scary because we've been connected to people that's been unbalanced, and their projections of their fear and their uncertainty that they can't make it has been spilling over into your reality. You're good. You know you have good luck, or I'm saying good luck, but you know that your energy is good because you're a friendly person. You're genuine. Because I don't want to use all them terms. You're genuine. You always have miracles, like I said, miracles or good things that happen to you. That's your energy. So when you separate, you have to trust yourself. It's a scary process, but you can do it in small little doses. You can do it in small little doses. Just apply for jobs, and if you get 1 out of 100, I'm just making this up, you get 1 out of 100, it's guiding you to a certain place. And let's say that 1 out of 100 pays half of what you're making now. You probably can be like, oh, I don't know about that. Well, first of all, you got the job. That's telling you that there's no resistance there. It's telling you a surefire direction you can go into. But you worried about the price. You don't know about who you're going to meet there, how fast you're going to get the next job. That's why trust is so scary, because it's like, I don't know. Should I get with this person? I don't know. It's not my normal culture. I don't know. You got to trust. You have to come up with your own formulations of trusting yourself. And eventually all of it is going to dissipate, like it says, where you know that you are safe and protected. You will always be provided for no matter where you go or what you do. All right, immersion. This is talking about unconscious, the rebirthing process, being an individual, respecting your emotional boundaries, realizing you're different from everybody, uniqueness, gossip. So gossip, this card on this sea creatures and immersion is telling me when you're around people that doubt you, when you have such a strong intuition, and let's not even call it intuition, it's like your inspiration just constantly tells you what to do. You get a lot of naysayers around you, but not necessarily in gossip, because this is telling me that it's just people in your ear waiting for you to say something just so they can have some type of cross purpose, some type of negative comment. And it's like, you feel it. If you feel like somebody has said or done something that hurt you, that's emotions. It's hurting you for a reason. Either you need to work on it, or you need to get away from wherever is you being hurt, especially if you constantly being attacked. Your uniqueness. This talks about a lady that painted the town and did creative stuff, and everybody talked about her in the town, but it was the fact that she was different. It's uniqueness. Let me read this card to y'all real quick, because I'm just trying to tell y'all. This is the only card I'm reading now. It says, gossip. I never met a person I didn't like. Charmaine is eccentric and kind. From her chartreuse greenhouse to her fascination with scarves, she is a topic of town gossip. After her death, the local people discover her incredibly detailed paintings of their town and realize she was an extraordinary artist who painted their lives with love. They feel sadness for never having really known her. Charmaine Chartreuse suggests that appreciating differences is key. This card is warning that you may lose a valued relationship if you do not appreciate what you have. Personal inquiry. Charmaine is about prejudice and misunderstanding. What am I resisting? Key ideas. Uniqueness of others, naivety, support for your vision, lack of appreciation, refocusing your life. Keywords: freedom, dance, and honor. Just so y'all know that I'm throwing these cards, but they are all saying that uniqueness, individual. It's guiding you away from that. We are no longer in a paradigm where everybody is mirroring and competing. There's none of that. There's about being yourself. Being yourself and trusting where you guiding. Where you being guided to. Because that is a whole process, and it take a long time, especially for the little bit that we in. So we need teachers to teach other teachers. We need students to the teacher-student relationship is constantly going to flip-flop. You're going to get young, old. I know for me, most young people are guiding me. They are the adults in my life, and I respect them. I'm not like, oh yeah, you don't know nothing, I'll get out of here and don't. No, I know, and I know which ones, and I respect their authority. Because this flesh will misguide you a lot. This flesh will misguide you, okay? So, whew, all right. Y'all gonna make me read all these cards. I can't do that. Maybe when my things start picking up, but I don't, energetically I will get exhausted. Ooh, a love for adventure. That's really, really, really nice. A love for adventure. So it's basically just saying, it's giving me kind of the trust thing. It's just like, it's giving me scavenger hunt vibes and being okay with being, living a nomadic lifestyle. Because a lot of people that causes uncertainty and fear. But it's just like a lot of people are meant to travel, and we're meant to reach a whole bunch of groups from different cultures and locations. And we've kind of been restricted from that. So, ooh, it's saying time out. So a lot of us need to recuperate as well, especially if you have a larger mission. Ooh, rebirth. Okay, all right. I like these cards. Patience. Ooh, okay. Patience. This card is telling me that you have to have patience for your recalibration. You have to have patience for your becoming whole, balancing your duality, and it's like it's impaling my chest right now. So when you get frantic, restless, and impatient, half of it is because you can already feel an anxiety from your new reality. The other half is coming from that frantic people, places, everything that you're leaving behind. Okay? And that energetically can kind of tear you in two. So you have to have patience for yourself when your body is telling you to get rest. When it's telling you to shut the world off or whatever you need to do, you need to have patience. Because it's a process. And I'm going to tell you something. If you allow yourself to be torn in two, you can. So you need to have patience. Okay? When you don't feel like doing something, don't make yourself busy just because you're bored. Okay? Take that time out for yourself. Do not make yourself busy just because you're bored. Go work on something. Some people I find solace in my work, but I realize that I can't stress myself out. That's why I'm telling y'all my ascension process will only allow me to read for a little bit of time. Maybe a collective message, but not for every sign. Not if we merging into one consciousness. It don't matter if you're Aries through Pisces. It really doesn't matter. We're all going one way. We're all on one timeline with different we're going to be on one timeline, but it's different scenarios. That's how I explain it. Okay. All right. What do we need to know? Let me see. This one actually is calling out to me. There's confusion. Like I said, confusion. People that's still trying to follow you. What is this? Relationship change. So relationship change. So that's just telling me a lot of people are getting enlightened that the only way that they're going to shift is that they separate from something. This could not just be a relationship limited to humans, but a change in your belief system, wanting to control things, waiting when you know something has expired, changing of a location is here, changing the way that you communicate is here. So that's that. Be leery of people trying to leech onto you to get information. Like I said, be nosy because they're trying to force their will. Force your will, excuse me. Force their will on you. Y'all get what I'm saying. Anyway, now the Earth card is calling out to me. It's talking about poison. What do we say? Poison is food. We said hibernation, putting things into your body. So putting things into your body or living a lifestyle that is not beneficial to you because you no longer, it's a new day. It's, remember this card is, whatever is rising is something new dawning. Something has very expired. Okay, completion. 9 completion. I'm good. Ooh, I like it. So something has completed. The 9 is unlike the 0. The 9 is void. There's nothing there. This right here is talking about renewal. It's a completion of a contract. It's the end of a cycle. Whatever you were in, you were supposed to learn. You picked up all the information so you could be a teacher to others. You can be a student and learn in a constructive way without taking offense. This is a completion. This is a renewal cycle. It is a complete completion. You have the information, and the information makes you stronger. It makes you a humanitarian. It makes you merge into the it makes you, it allows you to shift into the higher consciousness, collective consciousness, without resentment and things like that. You get what I'm saying? It allows you to have compassion. That's great. Soul retrieval. What do we say? This non-traditional doctors, being of service, parenting. So it's talking about spiritual lessons and growth. So I am getting parenting. For one, the children. Children are coming up, but it's saying allowing a child to be in their own personal profession. It's talking about feeding them what they need to be fed based on your evaluation of them. So if my child likes colors, I'm not going to get them doctor toys. If my child likes colors, I'm going to get them color pencils. It's talking about support, but it's also talking about parenting yourself, because there's part here where we need to reclaim our innocence, our childlike. We don't need to be serious. We don't need to be serious. The seriousness was there because before you completed, you had to be on the defensive because it was a dog eat dog world. Misunderstanding, because in being unique and being an individual has not been accepted in the society. This paradigm is shifting, so it's a need to parent yourself or parent your children as well. If you parent yourself, you'll be able to parent your children properly. This is how I raise my children. Their emotions is king. They are God. If they don't like a person, I'm not going to make them like the person. I'm not going to make them respect the person. They have to respect what their body is telling them, or it will make them sick, and they will be misguided for the rest of their lives. They will make poor choices, and emotions is how you make a sandwich. Emotions is how you go to the bathroom. Emotions is everything. That's if you get up. That's if you decide that you want to live every day. That's if you decide, if you want to tell yourself if you want to live every day. That's how important it is to me. So once again, being a parent is not food, clothing, and shelter. That's why these non-traditional doctors got to go. You should be able to heal yourself and heal your children. Okay. Whew. Now I'm getting this completion. 6 and 3. So that's the lesson. This is the lesson. This is why this completion is happening, because you know better. You now know better. A lot of people know they can't depend on traditional medicine. It's obvious. They know they can't depend on the average food. They know they can't depend on food because a lot of things are making people sick. They know they have to grow their own food. All of this stuff is coming to you for a reason. You're being pushed. You're being led. Okay? So, do we want to get a Sea Creatures card? Not really. It's telling me the Prayer Hope card. Creativity. Creativity will help a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to meditate. They don't know how to pray. And it's creativity. Okay? That's the best way I could explain to you. Let me tell you. When you express yourself from a genuine place, right back to the individualism and uniqueness, when you express yourself, you are telling God that you appreciate Him for making you. Communication is not just words. It's done through paint. It's done through helping people. I don't want to say service because it's not. The service is good, which is it's the main ingredient. But you have a unique contribution. And when you give to that, that's how you get paid. All my stuff comes from, I get paid by God. I know He's going to pay me. I don't worry about being paid by somebody that did me wrong or somebody that did me right. I'm not looking for that. I do things because I want to. It makes me happy. I get high for helping people. So your creativity is how you can honor. It's that simple. Don't make it too complicated. Do I stand on one foot? Do I spin around 3 times? You will be led through your creativity. It's going to guide you. Do whatever you are, whatever inspiration you have, you're going to follow that, and it's going to continuously feed you and open you up to a better space. That is prayer. I meditate while I'm driving. Well, I don't drive right now, but it's bad. Don't do that. Anyway, meditation comes in all forms. You could be washing dishes and a lot of insights coming to you. You could be in the bathroom brushing your teeth. You could be in the shower. Meditation comes in all forms. It's not just sitting still. It is doing something that you love because your energy is completely open. It can filter more. It can filter properly on a higher end of the spectrum. Definitely being out in nature is going to help you too. And this owl is looking at me with the instinct, and let me get that. Synchronicity. So that's what the owl, synchronicity. It's talking about spiritual resources. It's talking about leading you to a jackpot. It's talking about, like I said before, a scavenger hunt. It's talking about trust. Trust in the things that you need to end. Trust in the things that you need to start. And it's something about, well, it's meditation, but it's physical health. It's like some filter of feeding your subconscious. It's almost like they're navigating you to clear out your subconscious. They're trying to end. Wow, this is so crazy because I got information about this. It's a brain rewire. That's what it's telling me. It's talking about a brain rewire. So instead of somebody instructing you, this is what it's saying. Instead of somebody instructing you, you're going to rely on your own self now, because you're going to have somebody tell you something, but then you're going to get information from birds, bees, coins, and it's going to be correct guidance, and it's going to contrast the guidance that you get given. It's like, all right, let me explain it to you like this. Somebody tells you, I don't think you should go to that job interview today, and you see a paper on the ground that says job interview, and it's like, this is crazy that I'm seeing this. Somebody said I shouldn't go, but why this paper is saying some random paper? What would you say, job interview? You see classified ads, okay? So the classified ads make you think of the job interview, and you just decide to go. You end up getting it. It's like that. Okay, that's the best way I can explain to you, so you can start trusting yourself versus what other people are telling you, because that's what it is. This is all talking about being an individual and how important this journey is, that you need to start it, because now things are getting confusing out here where things don't look the same. It's not adding up. So it's like a lot of lost people. When you wake up, the first thing you do is you go into the state of shock. The state of shock, and that puts you in isolation and solitude and fear. All of these things are being purged. All the 5 senses out of the human, the normal emotions of the human, is being purged up and out, so you can start to trust yourself. Okay, so that is the end of this message. That was really fun. We got patience and a miracle. Everybody waiting on a miracle. It's some good things about to come. A lot of soul families and clarity and yeah. I'm excited and I feel really good off this reading. Energetically, I'm not bogged down like when I use the regular cards. So, if anybody was wondering, this is where you are. Okay, thank you.